Welcome back, boys. We're on another bourbon hunt. This time we're at Hy-V in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So, got the boys here. We're gonna walk down and show you what we find. Check it out.
Right off the bat, New Riff single barrel store pick Hy-V edition, which is pretty crazy for $47.99.
It's kind of wild.
Stocked up.
Hy-V Jack Daniels barrel proof pick.
Those are always the awesome thing.
A lot of store picks. Always a lot of store picks in Hy-Vs.
Hy-V is awesome because you can taste stuff too. So they always have 15 things over there you can try while you're walking around.
And they got cigars, which we need.
Everything New Riff Hayden. We got the Balboa Rye.
Balboa single.
There's the 8-year.
8-year rye.
There's the single barrel rye. We might have to get that. Be a good one to get for the trip.
Single barrel rye, $52.99.
We might have to get that.
We might have to buy this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on to this for a second.
I feel like we might be able to get a better deal on it in some places, but
Here's A125.
Ooh,
how much?
For this here? $72.99. It's the first 2025 of anything I've seen here. This is redemption.
this has always been something I'm interested in. The malted 6-year. $58. It's fine.
The rendezvous rye.
I just love how many store picks they have. Like
They always
every-
have a ton of them.
there's always 100 store picks.
A classic gotcha bottle.
So look at this. That we did at Whitman's was $25.
Yeah, it's 38.
It's quite a bit more expensive here.
It's a good call out.
Look at this.
Yeah, we saw that.
It's the only place
Looking
that
for one of these.
Oh yeah. There's the
I think we need to get one of these.
What is that? I remember when Bowman, we couldn't get it on here.
So this is really tempting.
What you thinking?
What is this? This looks like an orphan barrel, but it's definitely not.
Definitely not.
ONBY.
Have we ever,
It's an old smoky product.
have you ever tried this? Rye rare breed? No.
Dude. Tin Cup 14-year-old?
What?
You guys heard of Tin Cup 14-year-old? Let us know. That sounds very interesting. $66.
Look at that.
We lost a leg.
Oh, no.
This old Fitzgerald.
Look, I found the new Fitzgerald bottle.
Did you guys look behind the counter yet?
No,
We gotta look behind the glass case too. This is where they keep the rare and special. Grain to glass. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
There's not pretend. There's a gentleman on Instagram who is asking if we tried the rye grain glass.
There's a Remus Refill Reserve back there. See that?
Woodford, is that this year's batch proof over there too?
Whole bunch of batch proofs.
Brandon Moore, 167. Brandon Moore, 167.
I am tempted to buy a batch proof.
No.
There's
But-
the new 2XO.
That Remus. Is that a 14-year-old? Yeah. Alright. Very interesting.
2XO, the vinyl blend.
Very interesting to see Woodford. A lot of batch proofs in here, a lot of cases. Are they falling off? That 119 proof one, not really flying off shelves, as they say. We just got out of Hy-V and we walked away with a New Riff single barrel rye, something that we haven't tried before. How much did we pay for it?
It was 50.
58 bucks. with tax, something like that, or just over $50. So not too bad. Really looking forward to trying this. They had a giant selection of new Riff products, which is really cool to see. We're obviously huge fans of that brand, and yeah, Hy-Vees are always great. They got a great tasting section too, so you can actually try all the liquor before you actually make a purchase, which is cool. But if you're interested in a lot of new Riff stuff, head over to Hy-Vee in Eau Claire.
What's up, guys? We found another Woodman's in northwest Wisconsin. We are headed north for our fishing trip, so we had to make the stop, obviously. And looks like these guys just found something kind of crazy.
Never single barrel private toasted. It's a barrel pick toasted. It's 8 years old.
It's also very interesting. It's a 15-year-old Dickel.
What is that?
And it's a barrel pick?
It's a 15-year-old Dickel. I mean, these are around. This one is actually over. I mean, it's 104, 105 proof. So very interesting, actually.
Some good prospects. Some bullet. Got some bullet single barrels.
I'm gonna put this certificate behind it. I go waffles in a jar.
Candace,
very
Steve,
cool.
Candace, you got to.
Pikesville is really
It's an old Pikesville for 47.
That's a good deal.
We don't see that around here at all. Ethan, you gotta get a shot of milk corn with
16 bucks. That's a ripoff.
125.
A125. We're seeing them around, folks. We're just
Got
gonna
the
have
wax
some
top.
music blasting in the background of this one.
It's got a toasted rye.
Dude.
I'm sure that tastes like ass, but $47.99. No thanks.
Some of the old label.
B524.
B525?
Grocery department, call holding line 1, grocery line 1.
Got more of the pepper.
It's more expensive up here, huh?
61 here.
What do you guys think about this new label? This new label's kind of trash, eh?
I personally like the old label better.
Dude,
Look at this. Here. Old label,
they actually have the toasted pears.
new label.
It's actually a really good price. You might want to get
Oh, that
this
is
toasted
good.
peerless for 86.
Oh my god, dude. Get the key and everything.
The old Stetzel Weller.
I might be buying a bottle here.
Hello.
Oh,
$44.99. That's a decent. That's a good deal. Single barrel, $17.92.
we might have to pull a trigger on. I might get one of those for the personal collection.
Can't go wrong with those.
Do you guys see these? I feel like we rarely see these around. 45 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. I'm gonna have to get one of these for the private collection.
It's good to see those. I looked at it.
127.
Seems high.
Dude, this is a cast strength knob. I don't think I've ever seen that. They're normally 120
Yeah.
proof picks.
Location has their own unique Facebook page. Like us today to hear about in-store specials.
There's some good stuff floating around here.
Yeah.
Or send store management much appreciated feedback.
Like a whole row
Find
of
our store
10.
page
Yeah,
and our
Mitch, here's the
website,
normal one.
www.woodmans-group.com.
Oh yeah, that's the single barrel. Dude, I don't know if I've seen
Thanks
this
for
cast
shopping at
strength.
Woodman's. and
It's a
have
Woodman's
great
barrel.
Dude, we got some red labels.
Attention customers. Have you ever wondered what aisle something is in?
Some Russell's single barrels for
Department, call holding line
But they're not store picks, so you grade. How old is it? 9?
It's close. It's close to 10-year. It's like 9 years.
Start finding items quickly and easily. Thank you for shopping at Woodman's. Have a great day.
Yeah, that's what I said. No. Oh, should. Who knows?
I had 2. I just finished.
All right, guys, we just got out of our Woodman's bourbon hunt up here in northwestern Wisconsin. We walked away with a couple bottles. The first being an Elijah Craig single barrel, private barrel toasted at barrel strength, and this one actually has an age statement on of 8 years. Mitch walked away with this one. It cost about a Benji, so $100 for this bottle. We have not seen any of these. This is the first time that we've seen something like this, so it's really just that standard toasted barrel, but just at barrel strength. And then that age statement on it's pretty crazy too. So we're gonna give that one a review, but that one's kind of Mitch's personal. The other bottle we walked away with was sort of an interesting one. It's George Dickel 15-year store pick from Woodman's. A lot of dust on it. Maybe people not buying these. There's a lot of hate on Dickel juice, but it was $52.99. So for 15-year-old whiskey, kind of something that we thought we had to try for the channel, maybe make something catchy. But that Woodman's that we just stopped at was pretty wild. A lot of things that we just really haven't seen before. They had some Knob Creek store picks that were pretty cool. They had a barrel strength store pick, which was very interesting. It was about 9 years. Most of them are at 120, so it's interesting to see a single barrel select like that. And they had some good allocated products too. So they told us that they put everything out on the shelf. They don't hold anything back for raffles or anything like that. So if you're ever up in northwest Wisconsin, stop at Woodman's.
We're back at the Keg and Cork yearly trip. Let's check it out.
Amen.
Where's all your alligators? It's right here.
We're seeing this everywhere.
Dude, there's Old St. Nick right here.
Bunch of Old St. Nick that's been here since 2021. Oh shoot, 125. Over 25.
Size rye for 20. Is that the 15 year?
Superior 12 recipe, yeah.
We got a
This is the best bottle we got.
Elijah.
What is it?
A123.
A123.
She's an old one. She's dusty.
Dude, a B523 was our favorite.
That was. Solid. How would you buy it?
Yeah.
Spotted again. Absolutely everywhere. Got some Sazerac for $27. Some Penelope. Old St. Nick. Hey, got Dubliner.
Do they?
No scores at the Keg and Cork in Chautauqua. We love that place because it is a small hometown liquor shop / gas station, but yeah, I mean, it's tough. You're not going to find much in there.
Hey, they had a larceny from 3 years ago. That's
They had a larceny barrel proof from 3 years ago.
A123, yes. So 2 years ago.
A1 2 years ago. But the hunt continues. You never know. Those are the places that you score a Blanton's or a Colonel Taylor or something. So that's what it's all about. You just got to get volume of hunts in, and then you have success.
Yeah,
You're not going to score every time. So we'll see you at the next one.
That's not that long.
Which,
Toasted rye. So stopped at Fresh Market in Chautauqua, stop number 2, and walked in and immediately found some really good stuff so far. Grain of Glass, some Remus, Gatsby, Midwinter Night's Dram, and obviously you saw the couple other things over there. So pretty solid find so far at this little grocery store.
$60, dude.
It's no Sam's Club $42.99, but yeah, this is
supposed to be really good.
Supposed to be really good.
what is it?
Bernheim.
Oh, Bernheim.
But it's a barrel proof Bernheim for $73. I'm trying to see if there's any. This is kind of cool.
Oh, it's a PGA.
PGA championship. It's just a small batch, but it's
What's
like
the year on it? 2025?
yeah.
$40 for this weed here. It's 25 at Woodman's.
I know we've been seeing prices all over the place on that. Taylor is elbows deep in the shelf.
Oh yeah.
If you were thinking about pulling the trigger on an Elijah Craig 18, this is the best place to do it.
How much was it?
180. That's literally the 10-year or $10 per year of aging.
I think you need to buy a third one. That's what I think.
A third one? Yeah, I'll just drop a G on 3 bottles. That might be worth buying here. That's a really good price. Whole row.
Again, Sam's Club $42.99 the other day.
That's crazy. Well, that's, you gotta have a membership though.
Yeah, I'm just loving all the Elijah Craig stuff that's coming out. Here's a good one. You guys like 80 proof Snickle Fritz.
This is stop 3 or 4 maybe at this point, but we're going into Frostbites here in Chautauqua. Up north. Apparently they got some allocated stuff. Alright.
So this is pretty crazy. They got essentially the whole 2XO lineup.
Yeah.
You don't really see all of them like this. You'll see 2 or 3, but both of the Oak series, and then I'm pretty sure this is all of the actual different bottles. So
You really don't see Phoenix blends very often anymore, so it's kind of
Right.
funny. You can still get those here, but I'm gonna start down here. Just there's quite a bit here. You got a good selection of Angel's Envy. You got some Larceny Barrel Proof, some new label stuff. Good Driftless Glen section. You get some Henry McKenna for a pretty good price, $59. Not too bad.
you got full proof here.
Yeah, a couple full proofs, $53. It's a solid deal. Keeper's Release.
That's the one we polished in Green Bay.
Yeah. Here's more of that Knob Creek 10-year. Good price on that, $69. Not bad. How much is this Phoenix blend? Yeah, it's $100 retail.
Oh, we got it right there.
Retail price. There you go.
They got a whole bunch of Remus here, and there's one Remus 6 hiding back there. $107.
It's actually, I mean, that's not a bad price.
No.
But we're not really big fans of that stuff anymore.
Shout out to Packer Great, Chuck Woodson.
Some Elijah Craig barrel proofs. I'm gonna
Bunch
go.
of Old Foresters.
I'm gonna go check out the allocated section. The amazing new rib selection here. The whole display. Pretty,
Just tried samples of that.
it's pretty good stuff, yeah.
Looking at the Master Distiller batch, this one's really good from last year. I like this one better than the Springfield batch. That was the first one. And then we have the new Bookers. The one from 2025.
Garrison Brothers. Don't really know too much about Garrison Brothers.
Can we check out that Woven Honor, the far left top? Orphan Barrel Woven Honor, 18-year, $211.
She's not cheap.
This is the new one, 2025. from January.
How much? 104?
104. It's a good price. It's retail.
Pull the trigger. Do it.
Channel funds?
Pull the trigger, not channel funds, but pull the trigger.
So we left that awesome place. She was very cool. Gave us like the tour of the area.
Wasn't gonna let us film at first.
Wasn't gonna let us
She didn't
film,
know.
but she didn't know. Talked to the owner, and they're really cool about it. Let us know some local areas that we're gonna check out still. I left with a Booker's, the Berries batch 2025, the first batch of this year. Said I was gonna buy this on the trip and not gonna let the toasted barrel private select from one of the previous videos stop me from buying it. So I pulled the trigger. Really excited about this one. Heard good things, so
Yeah, for sure.
we're gonna try it on the trip.
Also,
More Henry McKenna.
Good find right away. Right at retail.
You guys.
$175.
$150 Calumet 68. C924.
Yeah.
Got a couple barrel proofs.
Here's that. Look, 105. That was the same price.
It's a nice little alligated section here, huh?
What's this one?
We got Mitch.
Those are supposed to be really good. Finished in Barbados rum barrels.
Cask collection. From
And
High
High
West. Fool me once, shame on me.
Here's this Heaven Hell Grain of Glass rye.
Another grain of glass. We're seeing those everywhere. They must have just dropped in the area. Gonna dig behind there. More Henry McKenna's. I'm wondering if this is about 45 bucks.
It's 1792 foolproof.
Some foolproof hiding down there. Store pick double oak over there.
Dude.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with these bad boys. $65.99. It's actually a good price too. Solid price. My most absolute favoriteest whiskeys of all time. $29.99. The most slappingest $29.99 bottle ever.
Great for mixers too.
You want to talk about a High West Burr Rye killer?
High West Burr Rye Killer, the Knob Creek Burr
Yep.
Rye.
You got 113 proof.
At,
Way better. $45.
Staggering $45.
About a third of the price.
We got some more 2XOs here, the Oak Series.
$109 now?
What? It used to be 80. What a ripoff.
Yeah, Hibicki's a little pricey, dude.
Y'all remember when we were having troubles finding this? When everyone was?
Every single store.
And now it's at every store for $52.99. I mean, it's not the worst, right?
Hey, here's that Bell Mead. We're hearing that this is going to be discontinuing in Wisconsin. I don't know. If you know more details on that, let us know.
I checked it a couple of times. So I've kind of been looking. We got tequila.
Guys, I think it's time.
Fireball.
So the two pretty interesting things that we're seeing at a bunch of liquor stores up in northern Wisconsin is the Elijah Craig 18s are going for retail, and we never see those. We see them like once a year. And then the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass have kind of been everywhere. We've heard a lot of mixed things on those. So if you guys have had any of the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass, let us know. We've been hearing they're kind of pricey. Kind of want to try one. I think it's a great opportunity to try one at a bar that might have it at a good price before we buy. So let us know your thoughts on that.
Not bourbon, some Myers rum, but now you're starting to see them finished with old George T. Stagg barrels. There's a William LaRue Weller finish, also a Thomas Handy. Now the ones that we've given away in the channel were a lot cheaper than this. These are $85. It's kind of a price hike for those. I don't know if it's worth it.
signature cask.
So we just left the liquor store in Rice Lake, and it's kind of the same theme up this way. A lot of Heaven Hill products just dropped, especially the Elijah Craig 18, the grain to glass rye, and we're seeing the bottled and bond by case, by truckload everywhere. So everything's pretty much true to retail or very close to it. One thing we are looking for still is the Elijah Craig B525. Mitch has been wanting to try that one really bad.
I've just heard good things that it's one of their older ones.
And we can't seem to find it, so the hunt continues, Day.
As always, on to the next.
All right, just film and like I'm gonna do it when I'm ready.
All right, go for it. Into your mouth first, and then swirl it around the top.